Hi, my name is Patricia Hanani binti Mamalwi, and today I shall be presenting about my mobile app that is called Quiz Up, which is a trivial quiz app. So first up, Quiz Up is a mobile application that is educational and trivial. It's designed to be able to sharpen an individual's skill throughout various available quizzes for them to take. The app itself includes user-friendly interface that is easy for them to navigate through, while also maintaining an aesthetically pleasing look. So, moving on to the problem statement. So my app is developed to be able to let users create their own accounts with their own unique usernames and passwords, which means that there won't be any duplicate usernames while also keeping the password secure. Other than that, my app would let users choose from a variety of available quizzes, with a lot more quizzes coming soon. Other than that, when they were answering the quiz, they will receive either some points from getting the answers correct, but they will receive penalty points from the wrong answers that they had chosen. And lastly, the users can also see the recent highest score, so then they would be able to beat the score when they answer their quizzes, while also uploading their highest score, so then other users would be able to see that. So what is the objective of my mobile app? Well, the mobile app is created to provide a fun and interactive platform for users to test their knowledge. It also serves as a learning tool for users to branch out their knowledge, to learn about new things. The app also helps users encourage a healthy competitive spirit in other users so that they can strive for a higher score. So what's in the app? Well, in Quiz Up, we have proper calculation for every points and penalty points that users get. And at the end of the quiz, they will add up either the plus points or the minus points to total up the whole score. Next, we provide multiple choice questions, which is 4 answers for each question that user can choose from, which will provide a simple and enjoyable experience. Then, we also include various topics of quizzes like geometry, history, language, and more to come. So what is the impact of my app to users that play them? Well, it encourages users to learn new facts and information through various quizzes that we have provided. It also offers a fun and interactive way for users to pass their time through learning experience. Then it also encourages users to set their goal to improve the score that had been showed there, so that they can strive for a higher one. It also allows for continuous updates and improvement throughout user feedbacks, whether to fix existing bugs or to add more new quizzes for users to enjoy. So let's move on to the demonstration for the app. When we first start the app, you can see the login screen or account creation screen when the user first started. They have to enter a valid password and username here. But if the account that they entered and press login does not exist, they have to click the create account button that is below the login button. But after the account had been successfully created, which a pop-up will appear that tells that they can log in, and it will redirect the user to the home screen of the app. Here they have options to log out, see recent scores, and 2 other quizzes that is currently available, which is geometry and landmarks. From the recent score, they will be able to see the recent score of a player that had answered questions recently. And from then they can just click back and it goes back to the home screen. And let's say that the user wanted to try the geometric quiz, so it will be redirected to the ready to start page, and when the user is ready, they can click the start button. From here, 10 questions for the geometric quiz will be asked to user. For every right answer, the user will gain points, and for every wrong answer, user will gain penalty points, which will deduct the total points they had acquired. The user have only 4 options here, so once an option had been selected, the other ones cannot be selected. Whenever the user answers a question wrong, the correct answer for that question will appear at the very top of the screen, which will tell the user what wrong answer they got. And once the user had successfully answered all 10 questions, they will see the total score of the quiz at the very top of the screen, along with at the bottom with a button to let them keep the score and also go back to home screen. So if they think that they wanted to keep that score, they can press it and it will update the one in the home screen. And then they can just press back and it will go straight back to the home screen. So let's say that the user wanted to try the other quiz, which is landmark. So they just press the button landmark and it will go to the quiz start screen. From there, they can start the quiz and it will be the same flow, which is 10 questions with 4 options. And it applies the same rule where you get points for every right answer and penalty points for every wrong answer. So the quiz will go on for 10 questions. And at the very end, the user can see their total score, which is 100 for here, which means each right answer is 10. And since they get everything right, they get 100. So from here, they can do keep score and then go back to the home screen. And from then they can go check out the score and see that their recent score had been updated and is in the recent score tab. And from there, let's say that the user doesn't want to play anymore. They can just press the logout button and the next user or another user can log in using their credentials and repeat the same thing again. So let's move on to the database coding for the login and account creation screen. So from here, we use the usual procedure to check user entry to make sure that all field is filled, and by using the global variables. And from the when create button.click, whenever user press it, it will set the global button press variable to sign up, which means that the username they entered is to sign up, and they will get the value of it from DB. And for the when login button.click, it will check the user entry through the procedure as well, and it will set the user entry error global value to false. And from here, it will set the button press value in the global variable to log in, which means that the user is trying to log in, and it will retrieve the value of username from CloudDB. And to make sure that the items entered is actually matching with the one in CloudDB, we use when CloudDB1.get value. From here, it will compare the text entered by user with the one that is stored in DB. And by following the flow, through all the if and else, we can see that if the password is correct, then it will open another screen, which is the home screen. And if it's incorrect, or if the username is taken, then it will tell the user that the username is already taken, or the password is incorrect. And at the very bottom, we have when clouddb1.data changed. This will be called when the user wanted to create an account. So here, they will get the tag and compare it with the username that they had entered. And if it's a username that hasn't been taken, then the coding block will pop up a message that says account created successfully. Next, through a small fragment of a coding in the quiz screen, where everything that handles the quiz is from scoring to how the questions flow. At the very bottom, we have the global value score. This is used throughout the whole coding to keep track of the score of the whole page, which is the whole geometry quiz with all the 10 questions. So from here, we have the button called keep score, and when the button is pressed, it will call tinydb, and it will store the value quiz score, and it will take the value of the global score. So that value will only be taken at the very end of the quiz when all of the score had been added up, all the penalty points and all the points. So the final point will be sent to tinydb. So next, we have the DB used in the high score page. This high score page used the variable that we took from the previous slide, which is from at the end of every quiz. So after the score from the previous slide had been kept in the quiz score variable in TinyDB, in this page, we will make it so it will initialize when the screen first opened. It will set the highscore.text, which is the label used to display it, to call tinydb.getValue with the tag quizScore, which is the variable we store the score in. And if there's nothing there, then it will appear as empty. So that's all from me now. Thank you.